Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. I am aware of this dodgy camera setup right now, but I'm going to pick up my special guest for today's video, and then when I do that I'm going to sort the camera out because I don't know what's going on here, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a Monday morning, Tommy's just picked Bambi up to take her swimming, so I've got about an hour this morning of just like free time, so I thought I'd pick up my special guest. I've got us 2 coffees here in the cup holders. I ordered them to the house because obviously I wanted to get a Gales, and Gales don't have a drive-through, and it's not even something that I'm going to request because I feel like that's not very Gales. I don't think Gales are ever going to have a drive-through. So yeah, I ordered it to the house. We've picked up our special guest.
Here we are.
And
hope you're not disappointed.
I've got a coffee here for you, and
I'm so hungry.
and I've also got
just 1 croissant.
No, 2.
Thank you.
Croissants.
Thank you. I would never normally want to, but today
normally we'd share, but
wait.
What?
All right.
What do you mean?
1 each.
What? What do you mean? You thought you were going to have 2 of these? 2 of that?
I've never had one from here. I didn't realise they were that big. No, that's fine.
I am actually dead, Zoe. What do you mean?
Do you want me in this drive with me or not? Because I'm literally not in it. What the devil that camera angle is. But clearly, you've got half a second.
I didn't realise.
Oh dear.
This is stupid.
100% people's drive with me do not look like that. It needs to be tilted down.
Well, ours
more.
does. It can't. I know.
Let's drive to a location and then get it off that
stupid tripod. Okay, fine. And how's your morning been?
Good. Great programme. And I'm glad that you asked me to do this at this time, because otherwise I wouldn't have done the run so early.
Right. Zoe's that person, I don't know if you guys have seen that TikTok, where it's like, there's one sister and then there's the other sister, and the older sister comes in, they're like, what have you done with your day? I've renewed my passport, I've run a marathon, I've donated to charities, I've done this, and then you're like just waking up. That is literally Zoe and I. Right, I'm going to put a question box up now. Better late than ever.
Yeah. We've both also just established that this is both of our bad sides. We're debating whether to swap seats, but it's a bit vain, that, isn't it? Why do you keep moving it off me?
Because I don't want you in it.
Pick another special guest next time.
Also, we have also just considered swapping sides.
I said that, but you weren't listening.
When?
I literally said it on camera. I said this is both our bad sides, and we were talking about swapping.
Oh God, I really wasn't listening.
You were ingrained.
Sorry, I was just looking at all these questions. I've literally just put a question box up right now.
Let's see.
Questions are flooding in.
Wow, I'm excited. I have no idea.
I just put this up, Zoe. I mean, we're not. This is not really formal. This is just an informal
people want to
chat
about
and a catch up.
I'm going to try this though. I wanted to try it off camera, but she went.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for my.
So basically,
Gales. I don't really like Gales. I know you're a big fan of Gales, but I would never personally choose to have it unless you get it for me.
Why?
I don't know if I like it. Well, I get it when I'm in the shop and they take forever.
I'm not gonna lie.
They literally take
the Gales that are local Gales, they do take
so
3 to 4 working days to make a coffee.
And I don't know if it's that strong, the coffee. But that's why you like it.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
And this has got agave in it.
So they had no agave today on the option, so I put a little bit of my own vanilla in it. You don't like it?
I don't really like vanilla. I did this on my video the other day. I did a matcha with vanilla in it, and I didn't like the vanilla. It's fine. I will still drink it. It's still lovely.
This is a nice one. Do you find your bond as DJ? Do you find your bond has grown stronger as sisters now you have Bambi?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
God, we hated each other before.
No, that's not true. But we definitely 100% are like way closer now because of Bambi, and we spend a lot more time together as well.
And the time we spend together is more enjoyable. We don't. There'll probably be a question on this later, and you've probably mentioned it before, but like we did used to argue, I'd say, before Bambi a lot.
Whose fault was that?
Joint. Joint. And no, yeah, I found you more irritating, I think, before Bambi.
I do still find you irritating.
Yeah, I know. But less so with Bambi.
Yeah, no. We definitely have come on leaps and bounds. I'm just moving my chair. Yeah, we've come on leaps and bounds since Bambi's been around, in terms of we don't argue nearly anywhere near as much as we used to, because one thing about us when we were like in our younger era,
would argue. We would fight.
It turned physical. It would turn physical.
I know, but I think you forget that that's actually quite normal in sibling relationships. It is. Sisters argue.
It is, yeah, of course, no, sorry, yeah, sisters, it is really normal for sisters to argue, but we really...
Yeah, basically, Molly and I were actually chatting about this the other day, but you are still, I think, a little bit triggered from our younger arguments.
Taylor basically was explaining this thing to me called anchoring, and anchoring is when you anchor emotions from a time or in regards to someone.
You're like holding on to your feelings from a previous time.
So sometimes when Zoe walks into my house, like I automatically feel a bit annoyed because I have anchored emotions towards her from when we used to argue.
No, I think you can tell straight away if you're going to be annoyed or not annoyed at me.
Zoe, I feel like we're really outing us here.
I know, I don't
Zoe
really care.
is very...
I'll either be in a good mood or a bad mood.
Yeah.
And I've said this on my YouTube. If I've exercised, I'm in a great mood. If I've not exercised, I'm in a not so good mood.
And I know the minute Zoe walks into my house, within the space of 20
sort of mood
seconds, what kind of day we're going to have.
Yeah, it hasn't
You've been a
been
lot
like that.
better, apart from there was a recent time.
When Mum was here.
Yeah, when
I think
Mum was
just annoying me.
Mum triggers Zoe a lot. Like, Zoe has anchored emotions.
No, yeah.
You have anchored emotions with
I
Mum.
do,
I have
I
anchored
do.
emotions with you.
Yeah, but Mum never annoyed me when I was younger.
Yeah, because you went travelling when all that era was happening.
Yeah, I know.
Our parents got divorced, and
I flew the country.
Zoe left me and went travelling for 6 months.
You had to deal with it all.
I had to literally deal with the whole
a little
thing.
bit at the start when they first got divorced. I was there. I don't really remember that time. I
do.
don't really feel like we were in it togetger. Do you know?
Because
what
we weren't, Zoe. You weren't there. That's
no,
why.
at the start when it all came out. I don't know. God, eardrum burst. I don't know.
You weren't there. Another question similar. Has there ever been times where you guys have fallen out or not spoken for a long period of time? Like, yes.
But that would always be on your grounds.
Yeah, because you'd upset me.
Yeah.
One time I blocked Zoe on WhatsApp for...
This was years ago, by the way.
Oh yeah, this was when we were living at our mum's house.
Yeah.
But I blocked you on WhatsApp for a really long time.
I'd say it was probably like a month.
Yeah. That's quite a long time,
That
though.
is a long time, yeah.
I blocked you, and you don't even want to know when it was over because it was pathetic. About borrowing stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. So we could fight, but I would then be over it. Like, so
Yes.
you blocking me really affected, like,
Yes.
really upset
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, like...
You do, like, the reason why you get over it is because you know you're the
I was
instigator.
one of them.
So, like, I'm over it now, I'm sorry, can we...
No,
and I'm like,
literally.
hell no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't be arsed holding grudges.
No, I know what you mean. I don't really either, to be fair. I just still wanted to watch your funniest memory of each other. Too many. One thing I will say is that you made my childhood hilarious.
Really?
Like so funny. And now I'd say I've actually like almost taken
You're the
over.
funnier one, yeah.
Because I am quite witty these days.
Yeah, you are quite witty.
Thank you.
But I also think that's to do with
you-
confidence as well, being funny.
Oh my God, Zoe, you were so funny growing up.
Do you
Like, I remember I
think?
used to literally cry laughing at you.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, do you not remember
No,
that?
I don't remember being
You
funny.
were really funny.
Oh, that's good to know.
But this is why I really want Bambi to have a sister.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I actually would have had the most boring child. And as much as it would have been a lot less stress, more stress-free, like, it would not have been anywhere near as funny.
Who would you like play with when you go on holiday?
Exactly. Basically, guys, we keep not realising
When did it
cuts
cut
us
out?
off. I don't know.
Let me set a timer for every
Good
like
idea.
4.5 minutes. Set a
computer.
timer every 4.5 minutes. For half an hour. No. Wrong. Just set a half an hour timer.
You made my childhood so funny, and all of my best memories growing up, we're together.
course, yeah.
Like, and they
Holidays.
I know, like crabbing
yeah.
on the
Isle of
beach,
Man.
doing slotters,
Yeah,
like just
slotters.
all of that stuff.
That was you, Slotters.
I
You
was
were funny.
slotters, yeah. I used to make this. I don't even want to explain it. Basically, when we used to go on holiday, every time there'd be like a beach with sand, I would make this thing called slotters, which was basically when my feet slot into
Like the sand,
the
and it can
sand.
make you do the cartwheel better.
Basically, it was a device called a slotter that if you made it right...
If you put your feet in the slotters, you could smash out a cartwheel. Like no one else. Bearing in mind, neither of us could ever do a cartwheel.
Just to come on with you.
Literally.
How do you maintain good feminine hygiene?
Is that a good one for me?
I'm joking. How is life as a toddler mum? I feel
Do you
like
want to talk about...
we can both talk about this because I feel like Zoe does a lot with me. Like, you really... Like, having a baby for you now is going to be so much easier.
You say that, yeah.
No, Zoe, it will.
No,
because
I
if
know,
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
a practice run like this with you.
Of course. You were completely in the dark.
The dark.
No,
I
like,
couldn't
when
see
we've
my
got-
hand in front of my face.
And we've got no other children in the family, so you never even held a child.
The only child I'd held was Bobby, which is Fran's
yeah.
son, and that was the only child I'd been around, and I really had like nothing.
No
like,
idea.
And you honestly, like, I know we've spoken about it before.
But I also had no idea. But I think two people that have no idea coming together is okay.
We've never really spoken about this before, but those first few weeks of Bambi's life, what did we go through?
What the hell?
Hell and back. Me and you.
But I look back on it now and I think, actually...
No, Zoe.
I know, I think I'm forgetting.
We were having a breakdown. Like, Zoe would basically read the instructions of every single... I was like the doer and you were the check it
If we were unsure, I was like, let me just check on Google. I've Googled it.
But one thing I did want to speak about, which I haven't brought up yet, or haven't told anybody about on here. That's better. Can you come in a bit?
Yeah, I was in the whole time. It was just an interlude.
Bambi started nursery. Had her first full, well, I say full day. She did 9:30 until 3 o'clock the other day.
That's a long time.
It's quite a long time, but like a normal nursery day would be like 9 till 5 basically.
Yeah, fine.
But it went really well, and
So she had her initial like
yes,
what do they call it?
taster sessions.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So she had like 3 taster sessions, 2 that are 1 hour long, and then 1 session that was 2 hours long. And on the 2 hours long session, it was a bit of a disaster, to be honest with you. And when I picked it up, she was like severely upset. I'd never seen her cry like that before. And I actually rang Mum. I spoke to Mum about it, and I was like, I don't want to do this, you know. Just something wasn't sitting right with me.
we had a FaceTime about it, and I said, you do need to just persevere with it.
Yeah, something just wasn't sitting right with me. I was
Right,
like, no,
okay.
this doesn't feel right. Because to be completely honest with you, I don't have to put Bambi in nursery for childcare purposes, because I can have her at home with me. That's not an issue. And like, I have so many people that are willing to help. Like I've got me,
Literally
Tommy, you,
anytime,
Mum, Dad, like everyone can help. And everyone's amazing with her, and she's like loves being with all of us. But it was more for her
socialisation
benefit
purposes,
that I wanted to send her. So then when she was really upset when I picked her up, I was like, oh, I don't even need to do this.
Yeah.
And also they say like you only get your child this young once.
Yeah.
So like
Cherish
spend as
these
much
moments
time
with
with
the
them. But then
child,
I thought, but I'm doing this for her
For
because
her.
to be completely honest with you, she did start to hit. So my best friend Taylor, her child's Story is a similar age to Bambi, and Bambi did start to hit Story, and that just came out of nowhere, and I thought, that's not good.
You need to be around other children
So
to
I
learn
thought-
that's wrong.
Yeah, I think nursery will help with that. But yeah, anyway, she started nursery and it's gone really well so far. Well, apart from that one day, but then the next day when I took her, she was absolutely fine, and she had a little sleep.
So good.
Normally she
And
sleeps...
something I didn't know they did at nursery is you've got like, there's an app now with a group
Oh,
chat,
it's
and they can
so
just send
good.
pictures and send updates. It's so good.
Yeah, Zoe got logged onto it yesterday and she's absolutely buzzing. Any advice for a first-time mum in December? What advice would you give to a first-time mum from what you learned?
Gosh.
That's really funny.
Amy Hart, when she had her baby, Stanley, they made loads of points of how they really, really split it. So like he would do the night shift, she would do the day shift. And I do think sleep
Yeah, you have to
is a way forward with that.
Yeah.
So like if you've got help, obviously if you've got your partner there with you, you need to, rather than doing it both together.
That's what we did wrong.
Yeah.
We did it all together.
We were awake the whole night together, rather than like one of us going in another room to get a few hours sleep, then swapping.
That would have been a way better idea.
It would, but also like no, it wouldn't, because you don't
I
want the
couldn't leave you
anxiety.
to do it.
No,
I couldn't,
No, not
like-
even that, but like you wouldn't want. It is more nerve-wracking when you're by yourself.
Yeah, and also you just feel support from when you're
Yeah.
doing it with someone, and it feels a little bit less stressful because you're with someone
Yeah.
and you're going through it together. Don't push help away, because like there's this really like weird messaging. I mean, and also it's different for everyone, but there's this like messaging that goes about for new mums where it's like, don't have visitors the first month.
What?
They're like, you know, have your time, put your boundaries in place, set your boundaries, and don't have
my
visitors.
God.
And I was
Maybe if you're not struggling, yeah, fine.
but like it's a really like big thing that goes around being like, you know, you need your time with your baby. Don't have like aunties, uncles, grandparents. Like have your time to
I've
bond.
never seen that.
I see it all the time.
Well, no
And-
wonder.
And I really... Oh, hang on.
You really took that on board.
I really took that on board. Hello?
Oh, did you?
What?
Did you really take it on board?
I took that messaging on board way too heavily.
Far too literally.
And I was like, right, I've got to like basically say like no visitors, because then I'm going to like miss out on this magical bonding time with Bambi.
Yeah.
And actually that was
You wanted to basically bring her up all by yourself, and you wanted to be able to say
did.
that you could have done it by
Yes,
yourself.
I wanted to be able to say like, you know, I had all this time with her, just me and her
But
to
there is
bond.
absolutely no shame, and it's so much better for yourself to have the help. If you can have the help, if you've got people, if you've got family, friends that are close by that want to offer help, but that are willing to offer help, take it.
The
God.
first night with Bambi in the house, I was by myself.
No.
And now I look back on that because I didn't want anyone to.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I've got it. But now I look
my
back and
God.
it actually sends shivers down my
Yeah.
spine thinking of that, because
Trauma.
I had no idea what I was doing.
No.
And I was breastfeeding and it was,
Oh my God, no.
it was, no, nothing against breastfeeding, I think it's amazing. I just, wow, like that was dark, dark times. Okay.
I don't think I'd breastfeed.
Listen, I definitely think it's nice to, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's lovely to give it a go, but don't put any pressure on yourself.
I don't think it
because
would.
that's what I was doing, and I genuinely think that contributed to my milk supply just giving up on me.
Yeah.
Anyway, not everyone's come on here to hear about mum stuff. Sorry about that. What advice would you give to someone that doesn't know what career they want at 20? Because I feel like it took you quite a long time to realise what you wanted, and even up until recently, Zoe actually, I'll let you say, you had a job, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You got another
and do you
job.
know what? And it's so weird. Even now, to this day, I still sometimes think I want a normal job.
I'm sure you were probably considering it the other day, weren't you, when you had a bit of a moment?
Yeah, a little bit.
Zoe had a bit of a moment. Well, Zoe sometimes has moments.
Yeah, so when I left the army, I thought I don't want to do this full time. I don't know why. Maybe it was just lack of confidence. I thought I couldn't do this full time.
I'm really not meaning to interrupt
No,
you.
you
I'm
can't.
so sorry.
Let me sniff.
It stinks.
Oh, I thought you could say it smells really nice.
No, Zoe.
It smells like bad breath.
Zoe, it smells like bad
Is that
breath.
what you were going to say? Let me
Guys,
What is
has anyone else's lip peptides done this?
It smells like cheesy
Smell-
feet and bad breath.
Smell my lips
combined.
now.
Yeah, bad breath for you. Back on.
Bad lip breath for me. It smells like...
What's it meant to smell like?
Well, it's just, mine's definitely gone off, but they're brand new.
Shortcake.
Oh, wow.
Shortcake.
Shortcake.
Short stack coming up. Put some butter in the cup.
No, it's this. Short stack coming up. And he goes, put some syrup in the cup. Right, we've switched cameras
Switched
because
the
I'm not being funny.
Hold on a minute.
That's
better.
way better.
You're an idiot.
Oh, what
You're a buffoon.
Short
No, that's too much,
stack
mate.
coming up. Put some syrup in the cup.
Name the film.
Basically, name that film. Then it cut us off because the temperature went too high. What were we saying?
We're saying about your smelly shortcake breath.
I don't know why my lip peptides, all of my lip peptides have done that.
I know what we were saying.
Career.
Yeah.
So Zoe you got a job at a school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did they know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that
that was what I did before the army and I really enjoyed it. And then I thought, oh, I'll give that another
Explain
go.
what it was that you did.
I looked after a young girl in a wheelchair, one-to-one. So, like, I would just go to lessons with her. If she needed help going to the toilet, I'd take her to the toilet. It was, like, a lot of personal care, which I don't mind doing. Like,
And she came to our house a lot.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about...
Well,
first one. I'm
first
talking about
time-
the new school.
But you did the same thing,
yeah.
The first time Zoe did it was like one of the best eras of life, wasn't
Yeah.
it? We
Oh
were
my
still
God,
living at
it's so
home,
good.
and Zoe took care of the children, and they used to come back to our house.
Yeah, and we'd like take them to
Zoe would like
cinema, take them
childmind them.
swimming.
We
It
took
was
go for
so
breakfast
good.
with them.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it was
yeah.
the best times
And
ever.
it was just really wholesome, and they were such lovely kids.
Oh my God, they were
Yeah.
unreal, and
then
like
I
that's some of
joined
my
the
favourite
army.
memories, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And then in your little Fiat Punto.
Oh,
No, not Fiat Punto. What was the purple one? Your Ford KA.
I
Oh.
was walking through the schools, a lot of them were like, oh, it's Mollymae sister. I was like, don't know if we can really be doing this.
And also, I feel like you've established like a really big following as well now, and I feel like, I don't know, but then also I think like that's silly to say that you then
Can't get a normal job.
you can't have like what would be deemed as a normal job.
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
know. I think it was really amazing that you did
One
that.
thing I would say is neither of us went to university.
Yeah.
I think unless you know 100% what career you want and that career
need that
you need
degree.
a degree. Personally, I wouldn't.
I can't say that because that's too controversial for me. I feel like I can never
I'll say it.
Yeah, you can say what you want.
I will say it, and I stand by the fact I didn't go to university. A lot of my friends who went to university did a 3-4 year degree. They had a great time, I'm sure, but they've come out, they're struggling to get a job that degree's taken them to. But when you're at school, university is heavily pushed on you.
It really is, and like sixth form and
I
stuff.
got a place-
I didn't even go to sixth form.
I got a place at Staffordshire University to do sports therapy, and I was so close to going. I'm so glad I didn't, because I wouldn't want to be a sports therapist
I'm not being
now.
funny. You'd still be in debt.
Yeah.
Like the debt university
Yeah.
puts people into. I mean, I'm not gonna like give my opinion on that because I think you do whatever you want to do, but I just think, yeah, don't put pressure on yourself as well, because like I've still got friends now, like friends from home and
That
stuff.
still
Like
studying.
they still, and also they still don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, God, no pressure.
And like we're 25 now, and I just think
I still
like
don't really know what I want to do.
Zoe got a clue what she's doing. Zoe's just surviving and thriving. What's something that you'd like to do together at some point in your lives?
Oh, well, I really look forward to the time when we both have children.
Yes, that'll be amazing.
Like, I honestly cannot wait. And the reason I want kids so much now is because I can't wait for that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
like,
probably
obviously
really
I want
funny.
kids, but like I just can't wait for Bambi to have a cousin and my kids to be like, they're just cousins, like a big family Christmas of cousins.
Yeah,
like,
but I do worry that that's making you rush a little bit.
I know, yeah.
Because Zoe's like really been in her era of like, I think I want a baby, but I think it's because you want Bambi to have a friend.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, which isn't the right reason to do it, because we can all be Bambi's friends.
I know.
And like,
But like I want Bambi to have a relationship with someone like we do, and I don't want that gap to be
too big.
Yeah. And then some of my friends are like 4 or 5 years older than me.
And also, without sounding cringy, like, I know that I'm going to have the best relationship with Bambi that, like, say she even doesn't get a sibling, I know that, like, me and her are going to be like siblings. We're going to be that close. Like, I want to be that mum that she's like, I don't know, she just wants to do everything with me. Yeah. And even
that's
at holidays,
kind of like me and mum, you know.
she can bring a friend and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and mum are really close.
We are, yeah.
We won't answer, like, loads more.
I don't know why I'm holding this. I've been holding this whole time.
She's holding the breath stick. This is the opposite of a breath spray. This is a breath diminisher. Like, this will make you
breath diminisher
lose all the boys. Any advice on confidence for the girls that struggle? Again, another one for my problematic mate over here.
Did we briefly touch on this a minute ago? I think I tried to say something about confidence.
Confidence.
Even it's so weird. Confidence. I don't have it. Even when I talk about confidence and when I talk about things like public speaking, when I talk about...
You lose your breath.
I can't breathe. I don't know how to get my words out. It is a big problemo.
It's actually a problem that a lot of people don't know about you. Zoe has like a really big fear of public speaking, which is so ironic because you've had to do more public speaking in the last year than I have ever had to do in my whole career.
Yeah.
And
it's a different form of public speaking. Public speaking that scares me is like a presentation, like standing up with everyone's eyes on you, not moving. The reason I can do what I do is because I'm telling people to move. I'm telling people to do something.
Sorry, they don't know what you're talking about. Like,
sorry,
basically,
these aren't my.
No, so basically, Zoe at the minute she's been doing not masterclasses. It's like move clubs. So basically, she stands in front of like a really big crowd of people, and also the one you did with Gymshark the other day.
That's okay because I'm just like, hi everyone, and then we just go.
No, Zoe, I don't think you give yourself enough credit for that, like for doing that, because I couldn't do that. Zoe stands in front of like hundreds of people and like leads warm-ups, like introduces like big. I don't know, you do really, really well, and like that's
I keep
not
it
normal.
short and sweet. I know I have to plan what I'm going to say in my head.
That's not normal for someone to have to do that.
No, but one thing I will say, and I didn't mention about this on when I did the actual Gymshark Run Club, before the Gymshark Run Club, I had the world's worst panic attack.
Good to share.
And I had to go in a little side room with Danny, and I was like, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't get my words out, and I just calmed down. And it comes in phases. And I flap that I'm not going to be able to get any words out, even though I know I can. But then there has been occasions, there was a couple of sessions I did in the army where I just froze and my mind went completely blank. And I think from those times I'm very triggered. Like,
yeah, and I get that.
But the more I am doing it, I would say the slightly easier I'm finding it. The second it starts, it's fine. The one I did one the other day with my protein. We did a massive 2 sessions, high rocks in the morning, high rocks in the afternoon, and for weeks in the lead up to it, I was so apprehensive.
She didn't even want to talk. You didn't even want to talk about it the night before.
No,
like,
I can't
she
talk about
She came
it.
round to mine, and I was like, "How like you feeling about tomorrow?" And you were like, "I don't really want to talk about it." Yeah. You were really nervous. And then I texted you as soon as it was done. You were like, "Oh, it was amazing. Like, I had the best time." Yeah. So I was like,
the second it starts, and the second I've started to open my mouth and talk, it's fine. And all those feelings just disappear.
I completely get it though, because I have had moments like that, and also moments where I've had interviews and stuff where I need to make sure I get this answer right because it's going to be printed. Yeah. And I completely freeze as well.
You do. Also, you can't get your words out properly.
Can't get your words out. With the Joe and the Juice collab for the Maybe pop-up, I actually...
Oh yeah, you were nervous for that.
I was so nervous because I actually basically got that whole deal over the line. Yeah. It was a friend of mine who got me the contact to basically speak to them, and basically I tried to like broker that deal. I just basically tried to get that deal over the line myself because it was something that I really wanted to do for Maybe. Anyway, when I went on the call with them, I was talking all kinds of gibberish. Words were coming out of my mouth that were not even making sense, and I'm thinking they're probably thinking, what a freak. Like she comes across on her YouTube videos, so whatever, but actually when it comes to actually being under pressure and speaking, sometimes I say the weirdest stuff, like and then I see like business women like Emma Greed, and even I see like Jess Hunt like talking about Refy with interviews and stuff, and I'm like, God, you get your words out so clearly.
They've
and
done
me,
it. They've done
can't
it.
do
They
that.
have done it for a long time now.
With PLT and stuff, I've gone and done like big talks, and like even back then, like it's public speaking is terrifying.
You're either good at it or...
Also, why are we talking about public speaking when this was just about general confidence?
I don't know, because I think the only thing I struggle with confidence is public speaking.
Me too, actually. How do you deal with negative media? Does it affect you mentally? The last couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't know
it's
why.
something you're so passionate about.
Yeah, I've been really struggling not really struggling, that's a lie. I've been having bad days in regards to like the controversy around some of the things to do with Maybe, which, do you know what? I don't even know why, because like, that was fully expected.
You've always said this. You always said, you're going to get negative stuff on it.
One thing about me,
yeah,
I'm a controversial character.
You're a controversial character.
To this day, we don't really know why, because
it's controversial.
That's why I barely, like, with even talks like this, you could say stuff and I avoid saying things, because I just think with me, somehow things always will become controversial, and I always manage to get myself into a little sticky situation. Sticky scandal. But sticky scans. An SS.
Normally, you don't sit there and look for negative stuff.
But I also want to see what every single person has to say.
Yeah.
But also, one thing that is the most disheartening out of everything is that people are making videos talking negatively about Maybe when they've not even placed an order. They don't even have clothes in their hands to review.
Also, I know why you're struggling with this more so. Before, people have targeted your character, something you've said, something you've worn. This is something you've built.
That is so true.
You can brush comments aside about
me,
but this is something you've made.
And I put so much time and effort and money into.
Yeah.
Like, Maybe it's completely self-funded and it's a complete passion project. And another thing that's quite frustrating for me is I think people think there's like a big team behind this project when you're looking at Maybe right here.
Yeah.
I've been doing this with one other person that's been helping me do the bits that I've not been able to do. And apart from that, like, I've literally done this completely independently, and I think I just maybe want people to take that into consideration.
What's one body part of each other's that you would love to have?
Oh, that's a good one. A superficial one to end. Which is one body. I'll start driving.
Okay.
I need to go home.
Oh my god, you did?
No, I'm going.
You're up at you.
I'm going to eat it in a minute.
Full croissant in here. Mine was demolished in minutes.
The question was, what's one body part of each other's that you wish you had? Mine's easy.
For me?
100%. Your legs.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say something else.
My leg. You have a vagina? She's got a gorgeous vagina. Like, I've got to be honest with you. Like, we actually talk about it quite frequently. Like, Zoe has a picture perfect vagina. I've never seen anything so gorgeous. It looks completely untouched.
So it is neat.
It looks
incredibly neat.
It looks completely like
dear.
it's never seen the light of day.
Obviously, one would be your nose.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Actually, yeah,
because
your nose could be, we could talk about your nose for a whole 5 to 10 minutes.
No, guys, because it's actually on
Bambi's life.
On Bambi's life, I haven't had a nose job.
Honestly,
I want to do a lie detector. I saw Ariana Grande doing a lie detector the other day.
Yeah, about getting a BBL and she was laughing. It's so funny.
Literally, I need to do that because I've never had a nose job.
No,
like
I can vouch.
Honestly, if I'd had
you've got Dad's nose.
I don't know whose nose I've got.
No, you have got Dad's nose.
But honestly, I know, and we talk about it all the time.
Your nose,
my nose has changed so much, and I swear I don't know why.
I actually don't think necessarily your nose has changed that much. It's your other features that have changed.
I think because everything else has probably gotten bigger in terms of like my face has sort of spread out, my nose and the proportions, it's gone smaller. But I honestly, I don't know why my nose has changed so much. No. I honestly, I don't, and it frustrates me as well because
I also think different angles your nose does look different.
Yeah, because actually, if I smile,
it goes wide.
It goes the same. Look, that's the same nose.
Yeah,
but then from the side,
it's the most gorgeous nose I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, do you want to drop me home?
Yeah, I can drop you home. Okay. I kind of wanted to jump into the office quickly.
Well, it's on the way. It couldn't be any more on the way if it tried.
I've really enjoyed that video.
I did.
Put it there. Scuba dive. I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, it was good. Really good.
Thanks for watching, guys. That was in replacement of a vlog that was started negatively, and that's that. Thank you for watching, guys. If you made it to the end of this video, love you millions, and hopefully we will see you all in. We will.
We will.
I'll see you all in the next
channel.
one. Bye.